to the MOTORFEST. Where we left off.
No time to catch a breath. Whew. No, I'm enjoying it though. It's time to change it up. How about a piece of biker history? You know I love waxing poetic about the good old days. V-twin motor, classic design. Okay, I'm giving too many hints. full throttle for this one. Pedal to the metal and feel the leather. These bikes got attitude. Look at that sunset. It's truly a gift. I'm so stoked to be back here, and that you are here too. Okay, don't get too relaxed. These hogs have a pretty wicked grunt. It's Easy Rider all the way for this event. Check it out. The temple. The Japanese streetcar racers have claimed this as their turf. Can't blame them. It's awesome. I tell myself every time, the trick is to go in wide and then gradually come back into the turn, and I never listen to my own advice. Spend a lot of time in Nevada. My dad is from Las Vegas. You know I was part of a bikers club there? That shark you keep seeing everywhere? That was our emblem. Nothing like the Big Four, just a modest little biker gang. Patches and cuts, you know. The Harley was a must. Not buying it, huh? All right, fair game. I was joking about the gang part. And the shark was designed by Amandine from marketing. Still makes for a cool story. Okay, let's get serious. No posers here. We've got some street cred to defend. Harleys, it's all about the cruise. And I'm not even talking speed. It's a headspace you get into, you know? Follow the sunset. Almost done. I don't know about you, but I got my mojo back. This Are you relaxed? Feeling like switching it up? As usual, MOTORFEST has us covered. Knowing how things work, we're taking it up another notch. No worries, it's still about having fun. It's just that GP racing is the best way to get your adrenaline up. Okay, I say that about every bike event, I know. But I promise, the next one is going to be a ripper. Look at the slickness of the road. We better be in the zone for this one.
This is amazing.
This bike is going to be our ticket to glory. Same dimensions as the street model, but buffed up specs. Ride on! Check out the tire tracks. Still fresh from the Motorsport Championship. Second lap. Let's stay focused.
That's just unbelievable. This competition is
I know it's not the time to sightsee, but I do adore scenery changes. Hanauma is the best. Can you believe they put that bridge on a racetrack? That's a stunt only the MOTORFEST can pull off successfully. Final lap. Let's see if our recklessness actually pays off.
Little Kimmy is waiting for her parents at the front desk.
So close. Pull the pin and let's get the win. turn, I kept drifting out. Hope you liked it. Enjoy the sunset? Well, the sun rests for no one, even if you throw a net over it. That's a local reference, but it's not a test. Enjoy the golden hour as much as you can. Oh, sorry, I'm rambling. What I'm saying is, it's high time for nighttime. I know, it's kind of a pun. Get to the tag and let's get this show on the road. I'm stoked to get there. Heat is on, the lights are down. Let's see how we do when it's dark and gritty. Normally I find urban environments restricting, but the Panigale really helps matters. This is an unconventional bike, not just in name. Its frame is not that of a typical Ducati. Give that bike all you have, and it will pay you back tenfold. know the path. No excuses from now on. Sure, it's low visibility, but the night lights have their charms, right? Hell of a machine, but no bike is good without a skilled rider. Think you can step it up? Final stretch. Watch me be me and crash near the finish line. Now that's done, let's talk story. How did it steer? How was that? Good?
Driver, can you hear me? Oh, good. I was beginning to get worried. Miss Kalani is going to have a hard time keeping up, but I am certain she will enjoy every second of it.
Looks like my time is up. Kara took the comms back. Now I can focus on the race. Prepare to take to the air. Run, turn, stop. Your bike has the perfect balance. I asked for this one for the closer specifically. It's tailor-made for airtime. Whip it and let's go. normally, dirt bikes on urban streets means breaking the law. But here, and only here, we make our own laws. I can't help myself. I have to try some knack-knacks at least. Oh, I'll be fine. One piece? I love this. Only a couple more and then all done. I don't want this to end. Was insane! So, did I convert you to a full-time biker? Keep riding, biker, and don't be a stranger. I'll be around.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. The most fun to ride, but I do know what MOTORFEST is gifting you. I'm quite certain you will really enjoy this. That's right, it's the Honda CB1000R. I wasn't there, but I've been told you took to it quite nicely. hope we have no more technical glitches, driver. Happy driving. For something fresh and new. Shall we continue our journey, driver?
Be wondering, where's the guest? Isn't there supposed to be a guest on a late show? Well, usually, yes. But once a season, we like to tone down the serious talking and go a little wild. In a sense, Lucky Star is my guest. Well, more like my test subject. I throw him into crazy situations just to see how far his driving skills can go. Expect something really different for the next segment. The challenge is simple. Lucky Star, in this agile Fiat 500, must avoid the cones. He'll get a time penalty for each one he hits. Easy, right? Except that we modded the car a little bit. It's programmed to stay at a fixed speed, which increases with every lap. Oh, and we removed the brakes, so. To be fair, it's a concept I borrowed from my good friend James Pumphrey in his Rule the Streets playlist. Thanks, Jim.
Please don't sue us.
Please don't crash the car.
Pretty good. Time to increase the speed. Doesn't it take you back to your driving test? Everyone in the audience, raise your hand real quick if you had a horrible driving instructor. Wow, that's pretty much everybody, including me. How can they manage to get such horrible people? Do they use questionnaires to evaluate how mean people are? Does this job attract sadists?
They don't want me at the slaughterhouse anymore. I'm going to be a driving instructor now.
No offense to any driving instructors out there. Most of us drivers are here because of people like you. And please, everybody, drive safely. Keep those seatbelts attached. Leave the crazy stunts to the pros. last lap. Now the real challenge begins. Deserve your driver's license, Lucky. That was incredible. I'm glad it turned out to be as exciting as I imagined. But Lucky Star doesn't have a second to lose. He's already en route to the next assignment. Another segment, another obstacle challenge with an Italian car.
In a world of never-ending obstacles, it's up to one driver to destroy them all. And to do so, the only available option is Daddy's indestructible car, the Lancia Delta Evo 2.
We arrive at the airport. Let the fun begin. My shoes there. Destruction! I wouldn't have liked to be one of those crates. Science has now proven this good old Lancia Delta Evo 2 to be of the utmost robustness.
Visualize your next objective.
Weather report, sunny as far as you can see. A perfect day for the final stop in the universe of Italian cars. And we cannot end our Italian episode without talking about car design, especially coach building. Take, for instance, this beautiful Maserati Gran Turismo. How cool is it? Its body was conceived by household name Pininfarina. Pininfarina is mostly known for its close collaboration with Ferrari, of course. But they've been working for a wide range of brands for nearly a century. You can really admire the sportiness and elegance of the shape of this 2+2 coupe. Simply breathtaking. We're getting somewhere else with this beautiful and very limited Touring Superleggera Arese RH95. I know you already love it. Its carbon-shaped body is the celebration of Touring's 95th anniversary. They are famously known for their Superleggera coachwork technique, meaning super light, and using tubular steel skeletons covered with aluminum alloy body panels. This technique allows for light and freer body shapes. Let's forget about speed for a while and just admire this design. must have been daydreaming with these incredible cars. Let's congratulate Lucky Star for the amazing driving all through our challenges. Thanks for tuning in with us. I hope you enjoyed our small Italian trip. This is your host, Casey Rollins, live from Hawaii. Can't wait to see you next time.
What a performance! The MOTORFEST Late Show is really lucky to have you. There's still one episode left to shoot. It's called Now, Legends. I'll let you know when it's available. In the meantime, why don't you check out the other festival activities? Today is a... This is Ferrari Supercars, a partnership with the Enzo Ferrari Museum of Modena. Another activity awaits.
There's a particular kind of Ferrari we're going to speak a lot about today. The Ferrari Supercars. The car you're about to drive in this opening event. Is none other than the first Ferrari in the supercar bloodline, the Ferrari GTO.
Looks like you don't have any of this week's vehicles. Don't worry, driver. You can get one with the weekly bundle, or simply buy one in the shop. Remember, activities played with these vehicles will give an XP bonus. Let's complete this playlist.
There's a particular kind of Ferrari we're going to speak a lot about today. The Ferrari supercars. The car you're about to drive in this opening event is none other than the first Ferrari in the supercar bloodline, the Ferrari GTO.
The first supercars that we can define is the GTO.
To Ferrari, supercar is a term that refers to milestones in motoring history. All supercars are limited series and the product of Enzo Ferrari's philosophy, aiming to make every new model the best car of its time. That means that every new addition to the lineage is the embodiment of leading-edge research that sets the standard for cars worldwide. You'll drive all the Ferrari supercars on this adventure, but for now, just enjoy the collector's piece that is the Gran Turismo Omologato, or like Mr. Pignati Morano said, simply GTO. This car is, in essence, a special version of another iconic Ferrari, the 308 GTS. And, as intended, it is one of the fastest street-legal production cars of its time. Interesting fact from my archives. Three-time racing world champion Niki Lauda owned one of the few GTOs produced. A gift from Enzo Ferrari himself. Beautiful sight. Takes me back to the Legacy Tour Ferrari organized back in 2024. A GTO tribute tour set in the stunning surroundings of the Italian Dolomites. Organized exactly 40 years after Ferrari introduced the supercar at the 1984 Geneva Motor Show. But enough from me. Just listen to the car you're driving. She'll tell you her story herself. Welcome to the world of Ferrari, my young friend. A world where legends live among us to tell their stories loud and clear. I was delighted with that introduction. You may now head towards the northern part of the bay to make the acquaintance of the next two supercars in our Ferrari lineup. You heard me right. The next event will feature not one, but two cars for you to drive. On one hand, the inspired and inspiring Ferrari F40. And on the other hand, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, a Ferrari F50. You're here. Mr. Pignati Morano will start with a few words, then I'll take over. The Ferrari F40. Enzo Ferrari's ultimate vision.
Everybody recognizes the F40.
The Ferrari F40, second vehicle of the manufacturer to earn the prestigious supercar status, and a car that has shaken the motorsports industry to its core. Timed to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary, this Ferrari, bearing the apropos designation F40, was the last Ferrari automobile personally approved by Enzo Ferrari and made under the supervision of the Commendatore himself. The result is an aggressive car with animalistic behavior and a stripped-down interior befitting its obvious racing heritage. Brutal and uncompromising. A car that has since become the epitome of Ferrari's brand identity. A car that still is in the heart of many, the greatest sports car ever made. And again, at the time, the fastest Ferrari ever created. This is a machine that has a mind of her own. Talk to her, listen to her, find your common ground. You'll get one of the best driving experiences of your life. Looks like you two had a deep conversation out there. Very well. This is how you make history. believe that you're now expected at the Hanalma racetrack. But first, let's get there with panache. Another special car is waiting for you. there's another red horse that undoubtedly comes to mind. The unmistakable pop culture icon, the Ferrari Testarossa.
When you ask people which is one of the most iconic cars,
the Ferrari Testarossa was quite the celebrity in her time. Movies, TV shows, magazines, and even video games, the Testarossa was everywhere, appealing to kids and adults alike. With its angular design, minimalistic lines, and signature side air intakes, this car was a poster child for aerodynamics. To be precise, the exact model MOTORFEST has put in your hands is the 1991 re-engineered version of the Testarossa, introduced as the 512 TR, featuring a redesigned interior and a refined exterior to improve its already spectacular lines. It looks like you're getting the perfect stretches of road between Maui and Oahu to take the whole measure of it. Quite a breath of fresh air and nostalgia. Here. It's time for you to get a real taste of Ferrari's racing DNA, the drive that gave birth to the supercar bloodline. And for this racing-themed experience, I went again through my archives to select not just one, but two vehicles for you to drive, one after the other. Two machines from two different eras, for two different racing experiences.
Scuderia Ferrari in our history
The Scuderia is what started it all. To understand what fuels the creation of every Ferrari ever made, especially the supercars, the racetrack is an indispensable stop. Racing cars were Enzo Ferrari's passion and obsession. This is what led him to found the Scuderia in 1929, which has played a major role in racing history. And born from this racing division, Ferrari as a brand and factory of excellence was created a few years later. Racing is what led Ferrari to create cars, and eventually supercars. Without his racing spirit and passion, there would be no Ferraris as we know them. The Ferrari 365 GTB4 is the perfect vehicle for you to experience Ferrari racing as it felt back in the 70s, before switching for a car about 45 years its junior. There, for this second lap, you'll be driving the FXXK. This car is quite peculiar. Essentially a laboratory-enhanced version of La Ferrari, a supercar you'll get to meet later on. It didn't compete per se, but this insanely powerful car was used for years as an R&D test car, allowing Ferrari to collect precious data to ultimately improve their next official racing cars, as well as the supercars. Ferrari so extreme that it can never be driven on the road, nor qualify for any kind of official competition. But it's still a racing machine through and through. More than a car, the FXXK is an experiment for its makers and an experience for its drivers. This was a peek at Ferrari's glorious racetrack heritage, a heritage in which supercars are inextricably tied up. marvelous race driver. A moment I'll be thrilled to relate and store in my archives.
What was the next name? The name was
Ferrari Enzo, fourth in the supercar bloodline, was just like her sisters before her, born from a strong desire to push supercars even further. As the first Ferrari of the century, and with a Scuderia on top of the racing world, the Enzo was meant to strike hard and set new standards for Ferrari cars, or rather, for the whole sports car industry. With the will to design, once more, nothing less than a road-legal Formula One, faster on the track but more civilized on the road, Ferrari went all out. And my word, did they deliver. The uncompromising design by Pininfarina, featuring noticeable air intakes and an F1-inspired nose, gives this car her aggressive, decisive, and impressive looks, while the engine is nothing short of engineering mastery, as you'd expect. Add to that better handling, better carbon brakes, and electronics that make the car as reliable on an everyday drive as it is savage on the racetrack. The latest 21st century tech, alongside the legendary Ferrari Fury. Nothing short of a new performance benchmark. Her name alone shows how confident Ferrari was about this car. Owning one of the 399 plus one Ferrari Enzos in existence is like owning a piece of car history. Or, dare I say, like owning a piece of art. Racing heritage, luxury, and exclusivity. This is Enzo Ferrari's legacy. after the beautiful tribute that was the Ferrari Enzo, the world had to wait more than 10 years to encounter a new Ferrari supercar. But eventually, the next generation arrived, and once again, caught everybody off guard. I'm talking about a car named La Ferrari, the Ferrari in English, which is currently waiting for you north of Maui. I'll let you drive there. Then we'll talk some more. There it is. It's 2013, and a new supercar emerges from the Maranello factory. In an era of astonishingly intense competition, Ferrari still treated their rivals to a true tour de force, a car that reshuffled the cards yet again. The strongest naturally aspirated Ferrari V12 to date, marking Ferrari's first steps into hybrid technology. For the first time in the company's history, petrol and electric working together full-time to deliver unprecedented levels of performance. And on top of all that, LaFerrari sports an F1 kinetic energy recovery system that constantly recaptures waste energy, stores it, and converts it into bursts of power when needed. With LaFerrari, some lucky people got to witness technology peak improvements at both ends of the spectrum. Higher performance, lower consumption. Glorious achievement. Most civilized, but also the fastest and most exhilarating road car ever made by the prancing horse, LaFerrari. This was LaFerrari, the fifth and ultimate Ferrari supercar. Or is she? See, not so long ago, we would have called it a day on this playlist, right about here. After all, LaFerrari was the last supercar ever made, the final word in Ferrari supercars. But that's not true anymore.
What makes Ferrari so...
Ferrari is a legendary sports car brand, born from the passion of a man. A passion for driving and racing, a passion for speed and competition, with the will to build cars, each one better than the last. Throughout the decades, this racing DNA never faded away. It informs every single decision made by the prancing horse. It fuels the relentless drive to explore car technology, to push it beyond and make it evolve, to design the most incredible cars in the world. Jewels of the road, champions of the racetrack. Ferrari. It is cars that have become pop culture icons. Cars that share a special bond with millions of people. Whether you own a Ferrari or not, the name Ferrari rings like no other. It impacts and fascinates children and grown-ups alike. It is part of a collective consciousness. Ferrari cars are a vector for dreams. They're modern legends, both real and mythical, in a way. They're an idea of what a sports car is, in both fiction and reality. Is, and this is putting it mildly, the epitome of luxury cars. With design that combines rage and glamour, each Ferrari is a piece of art. And from the higher end of the splendor spectrum, each drive is a statement. Essence of the racing spirit, pop culture phenomenon, state-of-the-art ambassador. The combination of all these attributes made Ferrari a car brand that reached millions of people and brought them together. People that have, over the decades, formed a community like no other. Devout, passionate, dedicated. Because once again, no need to own a Ferrari to be part of the Ferrari world. Through almost 80 years, Ferrari has shaped car history. And as I speak, it is shaping its future. A new chapter of the Ferrari supercar story is being written. Its title? F80.
It's a challenge to keep the legacy of
It's time to reap your reward. Your vehicle is ready for you to claim. This was our exclusive Ferrari experience. Now, time to get your reward. A playlist is available, driver. New playlist ahead. Let's go! our catalogue tackles another key aspect of worldwide car culture: car customization. To show you the right way to rethink an existing car design, MOTORFEST went the extra mile and got in touch with a real master craftsman. Is Liberty Walk, a step beyond the boundaries of customization. Let's move on to another activity. Without further ado, the first of the 3 Liberty Walk pillars, Liberty Works. Ghetto-san is busy with work, but it turns out we have an